Welcome to episode 4 of Life is Strange 2 Character Profiles. Today we're focusing on another highly requested person from the community, one who isn't in the spotlight, but who definitely thinks he's gonna end up in the beam of a spaceship.
You see that shit? It's a fucking UFO!
Eccentric and paranoid, Penny peppers the camp with suspicious stories of UFOs, spies and conspiracies, which can seem hilarious at first listen, but there's a reason behind his universal distrust.
Narcs, stealth drones, all that shit. Wake up, boy!
We also got an exclusive interview with Penny's voice actor, Orville Williams, so stay tuned to hear what he has to say about being the voice behind the character.
The first time I saw Penny was on the trailer of episode 3 on Instagram, and at the time I didn't know what he would look like, how he would look, so I saw the trailer and I instantly got excited.
You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Orville Williams. We first come across Penny in episode 3's kitchen as part of the Drifters, and if you investigate his tent, you can see that his name isn't actually Penny, but Baptist Dean McHale.
Wonder if they'd give me a cool nickname if I stayed here.
Also verified by his episode 4 mugshot in the hospital.
Hope the cops didn't mess with Penny. Prison would fuck him up.
While his fellow drifters Cassidy and Finn are laid back, chilled, and tend to go with the flow, Penny can be considered quite the opposite. Displaying several signs of paranoia, superstition, and uneasiness, he's vocal in his belief that the campsite is being spied on by government narcs.
They watching us now.
He constantly hears and sees things that no one else does.
You see that shit?
Warns people away from swimming in what he calls the toxic lake.
That lake is toxic, man. Nasty.
And even thinks Big Joe, Meryl's henchman, has been manufactured in Silicon Valley.
Told you 1,000 times, Big Joe is a clone.
Penny is also cynical about the legalization of marijuana and thinks it will be controlled by the very same people who made it illegal in the first place.
Not when they legalize that shit.
Then you can work legal on the farm, right?
Not if the government steps in. Then the pigs, pill pushers, all bad.
He swears like a sailor and loves indulging in weed and alcohol, admitting to Sean that he started drinking at the young age of 15.
When did you guys start drinking?
When I was 15. Oh, you mean tonight?
When asked if he shares any traits with the character he voices, Orville Williams told us this.
We're also very alike because we both use a lot of profanity in our everyday speech. Me personally, I curse like a sailor, and Penny is always cursing.
Penny is African American with a short, dark brown afro and bleached blonde ends. He wears a navy blue shirt with a paisley pattern, half of the buttons open to bare his tattooed chest, and a necklace with a coin looped through it. We'll cover this later as it's very significant to Penny's backstory. White suspender belts hold up his black trousers, which are bound with strips of duct tape, numerous patches, and studs line each calf. He wears blue buckled boots with red cloth wrapped around the right shoe. But voice actor Orville proclaims that he doesn't share Penny's eccentric style.
One of the biggest differences that I notice is Penny, he's more free-spirited as far as like his fashion and just how he dresses and his choice of hair.
Like the rest of his drifter family, Penny has several tattoos. Starting with his face, he has a single line spanning across the bridge of his nose, stretching to under his eyes. There are also lines to highlight his cheekbones, and finally, exactly the same as Finn, he has a line going vertically down his chin. Another noticeable tattoo is the Eye of Providence in the middle of his neck, which, as you hardcore Life is Strange fans may know, is a recurring icon throughout the games. Related to the Illuminati and higher power, it makes sense that Penny would have this inked on him. Some more tats he has are the stylized cardiovascular heart on his chest, a spider's web on the back of his left hand, and the words epic fail on his knuckles. Knuckle tattoos were made popular by prison inmates, and can be seen as crass in a typical society. But do you really think Penny cares about what's socially acceptable?
You leaving? Lightweight.
Orville shares some background with Penny due to where they grew up.
As far as how we're alike, we're both from the Midwest. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and from my understanding, Penny grew up in Chicago.
As written in Penny's official character sheet, he grew up in a poor neighborhood and was shunned for being quote-unquote queer. His teenage years were tough. He started to make friends with street artists, poets, and drug addicts. Eccentric and clannish, just like himself. Abandoning the idea of college, he drifted around until he eventually met a person called Arthur, otherwise known as Jinx.
Shit. Guess Penny's looking for somebody. That sucks.
Jinx was a light-hearted thug, born rich yet rejected his legacy. From drugs to theft, he did everything to annoy his parents, grinning all the while. Escaping juvenile prison, he quickly learned to survive and chose his friends wisely, slowly bonding with other drifters on the West Coast. As explained when the drifters are telling stories of their worst moment around the campfire, Penny and Jinx met in New Mexico whilst dumpster diving. Jinx suffered serious mental health problems such as delirium and self-harm, but he got better when he was around Penny.
Mood swings, delirious, self-harm, fun shit like that. You seem to get better with me. I think I love them.
Jinx gifted Penny with the coin he wears around his neck to this day, saying he had never given anyone his trust before. They would work on illegal pot farms just like the one Sean, Daniel, and the rest of the crew are at, but one day, Jinx just vanished.
He went out one night, high as fuck, and zoomed. That was the last time I saw him. Now I gotta hold on to this fucking Penny just in case.
Although Penny keeps a missing poster of Arthur Jinx Lee in his tent, when Sean asks if there was an investigation, Penny says no. Jinx didn't have ID, and
Cops don't give a fuck about us. I looked for him for a while, but I couldn't track him down.
this scene in particular really resonated with Penny's voice actor.
My favorite moment from Life is Strange 2 episode 3 is definitely the campfire scene where Penny is talking about his childhood friend and how he got his name Penny. And my favorite line from that scene was, "You see that shit? That's a fucking UFO!"
Quirky, slow to trust, and occasionally a little bit out there, Penny might seem like just another pot's head on the outside.
Yeah. I packed a fat bow.
But he's truly a hopeful person who continually holds out for that day that he can see Jinx again.
Yeah, we'll meet again. He a badass motherfucker.
I hope you do, man.
Which part did you like finding out about Penny the most? Who do you want to see in our next character profile? Let us know in the comments. Speaking of which, we're going to do a little comment shout out for our favourites from the last profile on Hannah. You can watch the video via the card on screen now or in the description. Faux Philly says, didn't know about Hannah being of Native American descent. Love that. Please do Penny, he's so underappreciated and my favourite background character. I enjoy these videos a lot. Really shows how much work goes into what some might call unimportant characters. Lauren says, I feel so sorry for her now. She really loves her Drifter family. Lauren Anderson says the story about Black Flag always tears me up inside. I have a black dog, a boy named Brody, who I love so much. That's a fantastic name, we approve. Jennifer Villatoro says, I am so in love with the whole group in Ep 3. And there was a lot of people who really wanted to see a character profile about Penny, so we hope you enjoyed it. I've been Lucy from the Square Enix Life is Strange team, and I look forward to chatting to you in the next video. See ya!